Okay, we're back. It was still a very close match. Xiao, small lead coming into this board. And it looks like this table is maybe a little slower than the other one, so we will be getting most of the comparisons immediately on the hands. I think I really like this north-south auction. They kind of diagnosed the singleton club. South had a pretty good hand, made some sort of last train try. North happy to give a bit of a push with 5 diamonds, but not really willing to take the push all the way to slam themselves, and then South correctly judging to sign off. They were just missing far too many queens. Hey Rob, welcome in. But all the hooks are working, trumps are splitting. This is going to be a very easy push at 5-10 in both rooms. I think. Maybe the defense had some way to prevent Declara from taking 13 tricks. I don't know, it did kind of look like if Declara was going to be forced to rough both a club and a spade, they were running out of trumps, but here, just a very easy 5-10 push board, and we'll move on to board 34. So we're playing 60 boards total today. This is going to determine who is USA2 for the under 26, the junior division, for next year. Ooh, might depend on our no trump range here. So East opens a no trump. They have a decent 17. They are playing good 14 to 17 no trumps though. Without a 5-card suit, I mostly hate upgrading hands. Only on very rare occasions would I do it. And East-West are going to find a pretty big spade fit. Now, yeah, I was wondering if East was going to do something like 3 spades or 2 no trump, depending on what their agreements are to show the super accept. And what do we do with West? We have an ace, but still we're kind of capped at like 22 high card points. Not vulnerable. Not such a large bonus if we get to game. So West elects to pass. And that's a great decision when the hands are mostly mirrored. You know, despite the hard ace being on side and the queen of spades dropping doubleton, there are a few too many losers for East-West to make a game on these cards. So likely another push. These two teams do seem pretty evenly matched. Yep, 2 spades may well not make on some layouts of the suit, or some layouts of the cards. It's a little different. I mean, obviously East-West don't know their hands are mirrored. If, from West's perspective, East had a bit more distribution, one of those minor suits was a doubleton instead, then they would have better play. I guess there is... Yeah, East could have super accepted by bidding a doubleton. Some people play that super accept on a doubleton, shows a small doubleton though. So like ace doubleton or queen doubleton or king doubleton would not really qualify, but it does all depend on agreements. I think the rationale is just like, if you're showing a small doubleton, like jack doubleton or small doubleton or something, then your partner with very, very limited values can kind of tell if their values are working. Well, with diamonds 4-3, there's really not going to be much to this one. Declare is going to try and come up with some sort of end play for an extra trick. They'll cash the ace-king of clubs and exit in one of the minor suits, depending on which one they think is most likely to pay off. But North gets to overtake this, cash a club, and that will hold it to 9 tricks. So Xiao still maintaining a small lead over Chen. This was a previous match, and let me quickly take a look to see what the score was in the previous match, because I think it was a bit of a blowout. From what I recall, Xiao had a very comfortable semifinal in the USA1 bracket. USA1 semifinals, Chen versus Xiao. Xiao won by 65 in their previous meeting, winning, in fact, all 4 segments rather convincingly. Well, one segment they only won by 4 imps, but most of the segments they won by a substantial margin to pull off a 65 imp overall victory. And now it's much closer. Oh, right, so North-South aren't playing like normal precision. They're opening a bunch of 8 counts. Oh, you would be tempted to upgrade the hand because you have 15. I don't think you're allowed to do that in the ACBL. Hey Dan, welcome in. What was the penalty? It was from the first segment. We had 2 boards that didn't get completed. So there was some sort of adjustment based on the scores at the other table, which had played the boards. So they had to pull 2 boards at the end of the very first segment, but we don't know exactly what it was about. Yeah, ACBL-wise, you're not really allowed to treat upgrade into a precision opener. Otherwise, you have to change the announcement on your precision club, which is totally fine. I mean, they could just announce it as 15 plus. You thought it was no penalty since both at fault? I mean, it might be no penalty, but whatever it was, there was a... imps were calculated for the boards because they played them at one table. We had kind of talked about this the other day, where you don't want to be throwing out a good result if one room got a good result on the last board of the set and the other room just wasn't able to finish it. So Craig thinks that the directors... the result in that room did play was cross-imped against other matches. Ah, okay, that's a good way to go about it. Yeah, thanks for the update. So heart, 2 hearts, 4 hearts. East-West have 3 tricks in, but it looks like with the Spade King on side, Declare is going to have a pretty good time taking the rest of them. Might be a little worried about some potential 4-1 spade breaks, but not much you can do about it. I guess the safest plan on like a trump return is to... Oh, the Club King is a winner as well. That's a good point. Yes, Club King can ditch a spade, so you do just need the spade finesse. If you did have to play these spades for 4 tricks, it might be safest to lead the 5 of spades to the 10. That would pick up Singleton King with West. You might say, well, you're going to lose to Singleton 9 with East. Yeah, but East didn't lead a spade against 4 hearts. so East can't really have a singleton. Heart to the ace. Probably the jack of hearts to the queen would be my guess. I like good technique such as this when declarers make it by kind of preserving their communication between the two hands. You know, some players might lead the 8 of hearts to the 9. I think that's a bit more revealing than the jack of hearts to the queen. Some might lead the 8 of hearts to the queen, and that doesn't give you an extra trump entry. You don't need it. You only need that one entry to take the spade hook, but I think it's good to get in the habit of keeping communication between the hands, especially in trumps. And we're on to board 36. We have 10 boards to play in this segment, 25 boards more to go in the match. Diamond by north, precision style, spade by south. This might be an auction that was duplicated in the other room. I think both north-south pairs in the rooms are precision pairs. What's north-south's one no trump? So I forget if this is the same pair we watched in the second quarter, but they were doing variable no trump based on vulnerability. So if it was the same pair we watched earlier, they were doing good 14 to 17 red and good 13 to 16 white. But that might not be all seats, all colors. It could depend on seat as well, but I do recall that we had an alert of good 14 to 17 and an alert of good 13 to 16 by the same pair. So East does go after the diamond suit. That, you know, this nebulous diamond from precision makes a ton of sense, that even though declarer opened it, no reason to avoid leading that suit as East. Yeah, how are we going to do in a no trump? There appear to be 4 diamond losers and the ace-king of spades off the top. Declarer may well go after the club suit. Is just the simplest way to make 7 tricks. Club to the king, club to the jack. If the queen's on side and the suit breaks, you'll do quite well. It would have also been reasonable to play on spades. It might even be better to play on spades. Like, club to the king, club to the jack only gets you 1 trick, but if East has the 10 of spades, you just get 2 extra tricks, right? You lead a spade to the 9, a spade to the 8. I think this was a bit of a blind spot maybe by declarer. It seems to me like, right, a club split with a queen on you just make, but, or even if not, wait, really? 3 hearts, 3 clubs, and 1 diamond. 3 hearts, 3 clubs, and 1 diamond. Well, but you know that when you lose the lead, the opponents are cashing out 7 tricks. Right? Like, you can't afford to lose a club, because then they take 4 diamonds, 2 spades, and a club. I think this was probably an oversight by declarer. And that's all it was. You need the club hook with the club split to make 7 tricks on this line. All you need on the other line is the spade hook. If East had the spade 10, or, you know, in this case, when East actually happens to have ace-king doubleton, you're just going to make it. But it does seem like playing on spades was the right decision. It's a difficult thing to spot. No, I don't, right. Ace-king, queen of hearts, ace-king, jack of clubs, the diamond winner. Oh, you're saying just take a club hook. Oh, yeah. Okay, I gotcha. So it's basically like a club hook versus a spade hook was your your chances. That's reasonable. Yeah, okay. I like the idea. Okay, so then maybe not a miss by Declare, miss by me. But both lines seem to be on a finesse of some sort to make the contract. A diamond, a spade, a no trump. 2 no trump by West, the 11 count. Interesting. I mean, certainly an interesting decision. It could just be systemic, depending on what they open. But I think we've seen this East-West pair be a little bit aggressive with their opening bids, so this West hand doesn't really strike me as a invite and no trump. I could be wrong. I mean, East has 14, you know, depending on their no trump range. I guess maybe my assessment is incorrect then. Because if East isn't opening this no trump, then maybe they aren't opening a lot of 11s, and you should invite with these cards. But all the wasted, you know, like empty spaces, king empty fourth, queen empty fourth. You do have nice diamonds and support a partner. So what's South gonna lead? A spade does not look as appealing after the 1 spade bid. Heart obviously is out. Diamonds is the opponent's suit, but maybe it's just like a nice passive lead. I might have tried a club. I'm not sure. I don't like the spade lead. I think this is just way too likely to blow a trick. So club may have been my choice, probably would have. But spade around to the 10. How many tricks is Declare going to take? The hearts are not well positioned, but the clubs, I mean, the diamonds are also not well positioned. Three no trump making the other room seems like an enormous result for Chen. And this could be a pickup. I mean, the spade lead helps Declare's cause a little bit. If they end up taking 3 diamonds, 3 clubs, 2 spades, and a heart, that does get them to 9 tricks. Maybe it's hard to imagine what the defense can do from here. Yeah, I think the club lead probably makes the most sense, especially opposite a normal 1 diamond opener. Opposite a precision 1 diamond, I would probably just lead a diamond. Heart back around to the 10. The defense does seem to be in trouble now. I mean, North just doesn't have enough entries to be able to lead hearts through multiple times, and that's going to protect Declare's ace-queen of hearts. Or this could happen. Also not unreasonable from South. Maybe something like the 9 of hearts back rather than a lower heart would have caused South to protect that king a little more. You think South needs to know about the ace-queen of hearts on the right? Could it be ace-jack? I mean, a diamond return might have cause some problems for declare. Oh, is this really the line of play we want to take? I was thinking maybe we just go ace of clubs, jack of clubs now, which looks safe to me. Again, it feels like these declares are sometimes getting their entries tangled. We might have needed those diamonds and dummy to access that queen of clubs and possibly even the king of spades. Yeah, the spade ace is very likely to be onside as well. Seems reasonable. Well, once again, South's in trouble. I wonder, I mean, it does look as if the opening spade lead is what really did the defense in, but I wonder if North had switched to their deuce of spades rather than a heart, if that was going to present too many problems for a declarer. Because that would set up two spade tricks for South. South would get in with the club king and cash multiple spades. East would have to discard. And then declarer might be able to throw East in to lead a heart away from the ace queen at the end, very possibly. But nothing to be done at this point. I think South knows that. They're just hoping that something goes wrong. Now we'll probably try low spade, see if South ducks. Twelve scored this set so far, yeah, and we're 7 board. This is board 37, so we're about halfway through. Ooh, this is gonna result in an over trick, isn't it? Club to the ace, queen of hearts, squeezing South. Kind of. Clubs are splitting, but so Xiao pulling a little bit ahead. They're up by a bit more than 9 imps. And it looks like Xiao has an enormous result in the other room on this board. Bidding and making 6 spades. There are a lot of finesses that you need to take if that's going to be the contract to play in. Their club starts at 15. South has 15 here, so yes, and it's not even a very good 15 count. That's singleton ace. Club, a no trump, 12 or more balanced. So they have relays. It's very likely that either South's next bid is going to start a relay or that South is going to make a descriptive bid and let their partner relay. 2 hearts shows 4 or more spades, so now North is very likely to bid 2 spades as a relay to ask about what's going on. There it is. 2 no trump, probably some sort of shape showing bid. We'll see what the alert is in just a second. 3 clubs, another relay. They will have information that if they want to play a slam, that spades is going to work out much better than diamonds. In spades, they can use the diamonds to pitch North's losers in the round suits. Still waiting on the explanation of 2 no trump, 4 spades and a 5-card minor. 3 clubs is a relay, probably to ask for more clarification on the shape. Three spades showing diamonds. This has felt a little inefficient to me as well. Again, it's been such a long time since I've played these relay systems that I don't know what normal practice is here. Right, that's a good point, because 2 no trump showed a 5-card minor, and they've skipped over 2 full steps to show diamonds. Three diamonds is probably because this showed 5 plus in a minor. 3 diamonds is probably more length or something like that. But it feels clunky to me. Like, normally you want to be able to make a 3 no trump decision at this point in the hand. And from North's perspective, if North was like, for example, 2, 2, 4, 5, then they would probably want to know what partner's shortness is. They wouldn't really care about the diamond length. They care more about the shortness when you're thinking about no trump. So it feels like a little too much space has been used to not convey enough information. But let's take a look. 4 clubs is an asking bid. 4 spades shows a singleton or void in clubs. Yeah, and South can still have anything in his high card range. So I do recall that the system I used to play, we had showed our entire shape below 3 no trump. Other than some extreme shapes, like if we had 11 cards and 2 suits, sometimes it was difficult to show it below 3 no. But we had basically showed our entire shape below 3 no trump, and then if partner bid over 3 no trump, we would be able to show controls. Or, extras, basically. That would be the extent of it. So that we could still safely sign off in 4 no trump if partner was interested in slam and we had a minimum. But it felt like things were okay. Like the system seemed fine. This it does seem as if we haven't really conveyed as much information and we're taking up a bit too much space. But anyway. North has elected to key card in spades. South showed 2 with no queen. And I expect to see North sign off in 5 spades. The system right-sided the slam. That might be... Is it even considered right-siding? Oh, North does elect to blast 6 spades. They should get rewarded for this. They have all the key cards, they won't stop in 5. North has no tricks, though. Oh, on this hand, the Queen Jack... Yes, on this hand, the Queen Jack of Hearts are protected. I'm just curious, because South is supposed to be the one with the strong club opener. So do we really want the partner of the strong club opener to be declarer on some of these hands? Maybe. Maybe that's what the 2-heart choice is. South could have started a relay with 2 clubs to ask, and instead elected to basically transfer into spades, letting their partner declare. how good is the slam? I mean, if we're just talking single dummy, you're off the trump queen, you're off the king of hearts, you're off the queen of diamonds. Is it like 50-50? Is it like 2 of 3 finesses, basically? But you also need a trump split. This doesn't feel like a very good slam to be in. I don't think I would want to be there. But I think you make a good point, Showstruck, that once North elects to bid key cards and finds out they have all of them, their plan must have been to bid a slam over all the key cards. You should have a plan in what you're doing over every response to your partner's 4 no trump key card. Other than maybe, you bid 4 no trump and partner bids 6 clubs or whatever, showing like a club void or something and an odd number of key cards or whatever it is that you play. You don't really need to plan for that. But over most of the normal key card responses, you do want to have some sort of play. East leads a trump. This is going to make things a little easier for declarer. I'm not sure about a trump lead. I feel much more comfortable leading a trump against slams when the opponents have showed this trump queen. Here, 5 hearts denies the trump queen. Yeah, Dan, I mean, that's kind of my point. Like, North has a terrible slam hand. They have controls, but that's it. They have no source of tricks. But it is going to work out, especially when the opponents pick up the spade queen for you. Now declarer has an easy time. With trump splitting, they can just set up the diamonds. Ace of diamonds, diamond to run the 10 of diamonds, and they have 2 discards. You can rough their club loser in the dummy, don't even need this heart hook. Maybe the slam's a little better than 50-50 because of this possibility. If you do guess the trump suit, you don't need the heart finesse. Still not convinced I would want to be there. But both tables do push the board at slam. I'm interested, is this frequency thing going to take me to something showing what people have done on this board? It is. So in this match, both tables pushed it in 6 spades. Only one other 6 spades bid in all of the other matches. Board 39. We have 6 boards to play in this segment. 2 heart opener by South. Should see a pass from West. You can't come in with 2 spades, and other bids tend to just show stronger hands. So 2 hearts, pass from West. Depends how we feel as North. It can depend on our preempt style. Even vulnerable, without a fit, I would probably tend to just pass this. Yeah, 2 hearts all pass seems somewhat sensible. I think in the junior event, many players might be tempted to do something with the North hand. But my personal preference, I think, is that if I don't have a good fit with partner, then I need to have close to like the upper end of a strong no trump before I decide to take action. And this is the lower end of a strong no trump. Dan says, Derman is not making up any ground. Oh no. Oh no, Derman is Sam Pock's team, I think, with a couple of other friends of the stream playing there, but they are playing for USA2 in the under 21 division. We did watch the a match between Zhu and Xiao yesterday, which was, I guess, a blowout. Zhu won by almost 100. 2-0 North, August, 3 spades, good hand, good trumps. Double by West, 4 hearts by North, double by East. I think I pull as West. Oh, you think good suit, bad hand? Yeah, I agree. It might depend. So this north-south pair do open 1 heart with a lot of 8 counts. So maybe if South was like 6-4 with the same honor structure, they would open 1 heart with that hand. I'm not certain. In which case, this is getting pretty close to a maximum. And the heart interiors are quite nice. I would, of course, prefer this Jack of Diamonds was the Jack of Hearts. That would be much, much, much nicer. Well, we do have a bit of a swing board, depending on what happens. 4 hearts doubled. Jack of Spades lead. I don't think I would have sat for 4 hearts doubled with West's hand. Maybe you should. Maybe you should. You should just trust partner. But it could be the case that we're just making 4 spades. I don't know. Anyway, West elects to lead the Jack of Spades against 4 hearts doubled. Is this actually making? If we put a diamond on the table now, which feels like the most natural switch. We know the exact spade layout. Well, yeah, 4 spades was make, but we don't need to have 7 spades for the double of 3 spades. It's just kind of like, maybe we do. Maybe double is really a suggestion to save over 4 hearts. I guess hard to know. There's no alert or explanation of the double of 3 spades, so they might not be on firm ground as to what the true meaning is of the double. I like double as a suggestion to save, in which case, yes, West has already showed her hand. But anyway, taking a look at the dummy, I don't think this could ever be the right defense. Playing another spade. Now Declare is going to make this, right? Yeah, it's really not on us to overrule partner. Sometimes you can overrule partner if your hand is very extreme. And I guess I was just making the point that maybe this hand is getting close. But I think you're correct that it's still just a little too thin. Your hand is well within your range of a normal double of 3 spades. If you had like an 8th spade or heart void, then we're probably over the edge and tipping the scales in favor of a 4 spade bid. But yeah, right here seems okay. Spade to the 10, or heart to the 10, not heart to the 8, heart to the 10. We'll figure it out eventually. They can't be making an overtrick. East has at least 2 trumps that they're taking. Or East can get 2 trumps. But they are very likely going to be making the contract, I think. Declare is going to have to work out a plan, though, because it might look somewhat natural to even just take the diamond hook. Maybe, maybe not. But Declare knows that East probably has 5 hearts here. If a third round of spades could be played from the East side, Declare gets tapped, and that can't be good. So they might not be comfortable going like Ace of Hearts, Queen of Hearts. Also, do they even make if they go Ace of Hearts, Queen of Hearts? East wins and returns a club. They win the Queen of Clubs, put the 10 of Hearts on the table. East wins and returns another club. They're stuck in dummy. I think this should still go down, unless... Well, not my problem. I just get to sit here and watch. Declare has at least 3 heart tricks by not playing a heart. Is that good enough, though? If they take 2 clubs, a diamond, and 3 hearts from here, that feels like 8. Oh, I see. You're saying Declare can still make this if they read the minor suit position. So if they give up the king of diamonds, but they only lose 1 heart. They probably need to work out to cash a 3rd club, though. Maybe not. I guess diamonds are 3-3, so they could just go like Jack of diamonds to the king and end up cashing a 3rd diamond. That also seems to work out. Yeah, if this is Declare's line of play, this is going to make the contract, I think. I just wasn't really sure what Declare was going to do. So we can rough this as East. And then the South will over rough. Probably play a diamond to the ace and then lead another club, and that will be that. I don't think Declare is taking a diamond finesse. Oh, well this makes Declare's job easier. I mean, if you're just gonna let Declare cash club tricks, then that's fine. So we pitch a diamond. I mean, I think you should probably cash the diamond ace as Declare now, before playing the last club. But I suppose I could go either way on it. Is it the case that if we read the position, we can make 11 from here? We play a club. If East discards, we go ace of diamonds, diamond, rough, and then end play them in trumps. But if East roughs the club, you might want it as an entry to rough the last spade. Well, I'm trying to take 10 tricks. I don't know about you. I mean, maybe it's worthwhile to go all out and try and get an over trick if it's possible. But I don't really see that happening. Now it seems like it's going to be okay, right? We play a diamond to the ace, we rough a spade, and then we claim 11 tricks. No, what is this? What is this? We were just cold for 11 tricks by playing a diamond to the ace. What do you mean this is fine? We just blew an over trick. 10 is still good, yes. This is still going to be quite a large pickup for Chen. But Declare missed an opportunity for 990. Against a part score, it was not going to be a huge deal in the other room. But Chen has overtaken the lead. We have 6 boards left to play in the segment. That was actually a very complex hand to play as Declare, and I'm sorry that I didn't give it as much face time as it deserved. But it's been a long 12 days or 13 days marathon. 5 imps in a close match, but it's not 5 imps, right? Because we're not comparing against 790 at the other table. We're comparing against 170. So I'm not sure exactly the difference between, what is it, 620 and 820 on the imp scale. It's 1 imp between 620 and 820. Yeah, it's 1 imp. 1 club by North, 2 diamonds, 9 to 11 balanced with 2 or more controls. So let's get another look at North-South system here. Presumably they'll start some sort of relay. Yeah, 620 is 12, I think, and 820 I think is 14. So it is probably 2 imps. I'm not even going to respect hovering over the 3 heart bid. You just looked. There is 0 chance that 3 hearts is ever the right bid in this auction, no matter what it shows. Okay, I will let them have it. 3 hearts is natural. 3 spades shows 4 spades, 3 no trump is to play. They're taking up an enormous amount of room without being able to convey a lot of info about their hands. Yeah, they can't bid 2 hearts, but like, wouldn't you rather relay to find out about a 5-3 heart fit instead of bidding 3 hearts natural? Like, if this bid was natural, I would much prefer that it showed like a 6 or 7 card suit. Yes. Everyone's on board. They seem to have reached the normal spot, though. At 3 no trump, the other table took 10 tricks in this contract. How do we play this as Declare? Club to the 10. I guess we can play the Queen of Clubs back. Declare does play the Queen of Clubs back. We can duck this, or win the ace. That seems okay. It felt natural to me to lead a low heart towards the 9. I mean, you know, obviously when we return the Queen of Clubs, we're setting up another club trick. Oh, this is how we end up taking a lot of tricks. Yeah, day 13 of 12. Well, the finals of the trials is over tonight. It's also the end of the year. So this is going to be the last day of the charity marathon now. Tomorrow and or whenever I come back to streaming after New Year's, we will be done with our 12 days of charity miss, which turned into 13. It's also only fitting as a bridge player that we have a 13-day marathon. 12 wouldn't make a ton of sense. Now Declare is going to get 4 heart tricks. It's maybe a little hard to see from West's perspective that she needs to pop up with the King of Hearts when Declare leads the 9. But it's often right to just play high from a doubleton and second seed in these spots. And this is basically the exact layout where it matters when partner has honor 8 4th. You can't really afford to let this 9 force out an honor from your partner's hand, and then your king falls on the second round. Well, yeah, what do we do as East? I mean, East, feeling a bit end played, just elects to exit passively in hearts, which does make some sense. we should see a club up to the 9 to set up another trick, and eventually declare will lose a spade. Unless we have another defensive accident and that 4 diamonds sets up in the dummy. Probably not gonna happen. But I do expect that we probably won't see a ton of claims unless we're claiming all of the tricks from here on out. This is a very tight match, and this is the finals. Both of these squads really want to earn the right to play in the international junior competitions. And from what I recall hearing, I don't remember who I heard from this. Was it Craig that Is it Amber Lynn and Kevin Rosenberg are together? So it would be really nice if the two of them were able to travel together and play in the junior events in the same cycle. Ten tricks for Declare. As I say that there won't be any more claims. Now Declare was not prepared to run all of their tricks, and I hope that things worked out. I guess it also could be a factor based on the round clock. They still have 5 boards to get through and only 17 minutes to play them. Don't want any more procedural penalties, for sure. Diamond by North. Spade by South, no trump by North. And we'll see what South elects to do. Opposite this limited opener, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a 2 spade bid from the South. 1 no trump here should be like 10 to 13-ish, I think. So 2 spades feels okay. If you're looking for a game, 3 no trump might be the best spot. As long as you're taking 6 spade tricks, that you only need 3 more, whereas if we're hoping to find a spade game, then you need to get up to 10 tricks somehow. We do see 2 spades from South. And how's this contract going to do? The other room made a game. Bidden made a spade game, which means we will see a lead change on this board no matter what. Do the hands fit well for North-South, though? Don't they have 2 hearts and a club to lose? I guess they have 2 hearts and a club, and that's it. Okay. I mean, they have chances regardless. They could take a diamond finesse. But the fact that the spades are 2-2 is what really makes the game worthwhile. Well, what do we do as South now? I think you probably take the diamond hook immediately. If it wins, you can pitch a club loser. And if it loses, you can still pitch a heart loser and then try and guess the heart suit. That would be my play. Like, probably both at imps and match points. I think that's the most sensible thing to do. But Declare is thinking about it. It doesn't matter too much on the part score. No matter what you do, you can't go down from this point. Right, yeah, if the finesse wins, I mean, I'm just going to pitch my club loser. And then I will ruff a club back to hand and hope that, like, Queen Doubleton of Hearts is on side or something. Heart to the Jack. But, okay. 10 tricks. Declare not wanting to fool around with the diamond finesse. Yeah, what is the 0.25 imps for? Very first segment of the match, 2 of the boards did not get played in one of the rooms, and so the director, I guess, made an adjustment because of some slow play. But we don't... Yuan said that it was cross-imped against the other tables, was how the results, how it was adjusted. So we don't know if there was actually any sort of procedural penalty for slow play, or if, like, just because it was on both teams, they only looked at the cross-imp of it. But that's basically what happened. Heart by East, and no trump semi-forcing by West. There was no penalty, just the cross-imps. And it's actually very likely that technology-wise, they might have the ability to know who was playing slow, if anyone, given that they're playing on these iPads. So, you know, rather than having the director come to the table and one side being like, they were really slow on this board, and someone else was like, well, they were also really slow on this other hand, they probably can just, yeah, they have all of the individual player times used. Oh, it's on BBO? Is this match being VuGraph streamed or something? Oh, BBO has it. Oh, wow. That relic of a system is able to collect playtime from the players. One no trump looks like it has play. 22 highs combined. Oh, there's a Chrome extension or a Firefox extension. Cool. Hearts are breaking, so the fact that you're going to lose 3 spade tricks is not the end of the world. 3 spades, 2 hearts, and a diamond off the top. Maybe this is going down. If North can get diamonds working soon enough, like, let South win the first heart. Well, it might be hard. You know, Declare is going to lead a heart to the 10 right now. If South pops up with the Heart King, I guess regardless, it kind of doesn't matter. North could have won this and played diamonds through. The defense just needs to collect their 2 diamonds, 3 spades, and 2 hearts. Yeah. The BBO extension also has par and full double dummy for both sides and all suits. Oh, okay. That's neat. Diamond to the king. Now Declare just runs the club suit and claims their 7 tricks. Yeah, this is a good play by Declare. I think it's hard to get the defense right on this one. If South popped up with the Heart King, that would have worked out. But of course, South has no idea what West's heart suit looks like. It could easily be Ace Doubleton. North probably has an easier time. This is that concept I talked about a long time ago. A good player told me once, if you don't know what's going on when you're defending a no trump, never duck a trick on defense. So North should have kind of followed that rule and won the Ace of Hearts on the first round. They don't really know what's going on, and they might not know what to do, right? If South ended up having better clubs than diamonds, then North could easily have needed to find a club switch. But once North ducked the Ace of Hearts, Declare was just able to set up their 7th trick in diamonds before they had any difficulties. But a push in both rooms. So Xiao, after that pickup on the previous board, bidding, and, well, Chen in this room not bidding to the spade game, and the other table actually bidding it. Oh, we have oopsed a little bit. We have oopsed a little bit. I wasn't paying any attention to the defense. It looked like South ended up stiffing the king of hearts and North crashed the heart on her. This is one of those spots where sometimes it's good to trust Declare's line of play. Declare played a heart to the 10 and then just completely ignored the heart suit for the rest of the hand. You should be able to work out as North that your partner has the king of hearts. But here we go. 3 no trump bid and made in the other room. Three no trump feels South also could have cashed it and should have. That seems sensible as well. It feels like South should probably overrule whatever's going on in partner's hand and put this in 4 spades, but that's just me. So club 2 clubs showing diamonds. Positive with diamonds, so North-South are game forcing. Once again, it feels right to relay as South. Okay, 2 diamonds relay. Two hearts. I like this so far. I don't care what 2 hearts shows, but is the cheapest bid. So 2 hearts showing diamonds and clubs. You wonder how the other auction went. Yeah, you could probably take a look and pull that up. We have 6 minutes left on the round clock for 3 boards. Two spades relay, 2 no trump short spades. I don't know, is the pair in the other room also playing this transfer precision nonsense? They might be. Strong club, West overcalled a heart. Basically the only suit that they don't want led. Makes sense? Okay. So other room, it went strong club by South, heart overcall, 2 diamonds natural game force, 2 spades by South, 3 clubs by North, 3 no trump by South, all pass. Yeah, it's a little harder when these preempts come in. I call 1 heart a preempt, but they'll take 17 rounds and not know what they want to play. You nailed it. You know exactly how their system works now. It just feels very odd to me, with South having essentially no entries to the spade suit, that you would want to play in 3 no trump as opposed to 4 spades. Like, all these small spades are going to take tricks if you're playing in 4 spades, and they might not if you're playing in 3 no. Three clubs relay. Finally, North patterns out 1, 2, 6, 4 in shape. Has North limited their hand somehow? Yeah, you might have too many top losers in 4 spades. It's very possible. But I would probably be far more comfortable playing in the suit where I know I'm going to collect 5 spade tricks than the spot where I know I'm going to collect 3 spade tricks. Like 2 tricks seems like a big deal in difference-wise. Okay, 3-0 is a min and South passes. Again, I don't think I would end up playing in 3-0 on these cards. Does 3-0 make? Well, isn't a known 6-1 like good to play in 4 spades with ace king queen 6 the opposite of singleton? I don't know. I'm hating way too much on this decision. I guess it's fine. You don't have an 8-card spade fit, totally okay. You do have a supporting diamond honor for your partner's long diamond suit. Maybe this is something that South was hoping for, that they have going for it. With the known singleton spade with North, it could be very likely that East leads a spade, and that will help you out. Okay, East is going to win this, or maybe the next round of the suit. Should cash the 10 of spades, I believe, and then switch to clubs. Yeah, pitching 2 clubs because I think Declare has just counted to 9 tricks, and they're content with taking 9 tricks. Yep. Small swing to east-west, which would be Xiao. So they'll be picking up probably 2 imps, but maybe just 1, depending on how the defense goes from here. Ten of spades is a good play. Declare will be throwing this jack of clubs because that seems to be the path that they're on. And then I expect East to, no, East does not find the club switch. So this will only be 1 imp. And what have we got here? 3 diamonds making 5 in the other room. This could be a very swingy board. We'll see how East-West handle it, but if we get like a 1 diamond opener and a mixed raise and South is able, was it necessary to play a 2nd spade immediately? Why not play the queen of diamonds at trick 2? Well, what if you get stranded in the north hand? Like queen of diamonds, it loses, heart. I guess maybe it's fine. You have a heart entry. The clubs are kind of stopped. What if the queen of diamonds wins? Then what are you doing? Continuing diamonds? Maybe it's fine. It might be fine. The hand is far more interesting at match points than it is at imps. I honestly don't mind my teammates or whoever like turning their brains off if they find a guaranteed 100% line to make their contracted imps, and they just completely ignore overtricks. Like, totally okay with teammates bringing back plus 600 on that one if they had 660 available, or whatever it was, 400 versus 460. So very possible that Declare is just, you know, found a line of play that worked and went with it. One spade, one diamond, two spades, mixed raise, double by south. Yeah, this does feel as if they're going to end up reaching a spade or a diamond game. Well, that's one way to get it. 5 diamonds immediately. I'm not convinced I like 5 diamonds. You know, 3 spades, as you say, probably makes more practical sense. Like, what if partner's values are in spades somehow? If partner has the spade ace, don't you want to put south on lead with king jack 10? They lead a low spade, or they lead the jack of spades, your queen wins. Trick 1 against 3 no trump. Well, this is going to work out pretty nicely for Declarer. I don't know what we switch to as south. A heart could be right, or a club can be right. Probably a heart would be my guess. There's the heart switch. Now Declarer just kind of needs to time things in a sensible manner. Probably ruff a spade low, and then cash the diamond king. Give East the club ace and switch their majors, like in addition to what East has. Well, East can't really have the club ace and diamond ace. They made this mixed raise. I'm not sure about this line. Diamond to the jack feels very bad if diamonds are 4-0. Because now you've just blocked the diamond suit. You definitely wanted to cash a high diamond in hand. Not going to matter here. Diamonds do happen to split 3-1. So we can just ruff a spade, cash the king of diamonds, heart to the jack, pull the last trump and claim, giving up a club. You couldn't do anything if hearts were 5-1. You were going to need to use this jack of hearts as an entry at some point. But yes, there are some other issues with the lines of play as well. But another swing to Xiao, who opened up a pretty big lead in the match going into the last board of the segment. 16 boards total to play in the match. We have this one and then a short break, and we will be right into the 4th quarter of play, which the match is close. I'll stick around, and then I will probably have to run immediately after the match is over to get to my event this evening. So 1 diamond, precision by north, 2 or more diamonds, 10 to 15 or so, pass by east, 2 clubs by south maybe. It is a 13 count with 5-card suit. Probably need to game force this one, even if your partner can be a little light. Oh, or just 3 no. That makes some sense. in a precision context, I definitely like 3 no trump. Your partner's limited, you can't really have a slam. No reason to tell the opponents what's going on. And I just noticed that this probably isn't going to make. So West will find her unblocking lead, whatever that is. Looks like the king of diamonds. And as good etiquette, I think South should unblock the diamond queen on this opening lead. So West's gonna run 5 rounds of diamonds, probably get a spade signal from their partner, switch to the spade ace, and there will be no real chance at a squeeze from there. But with the hard honors split, unlikely to have worked regardless. There it is, there's the spade switch, declares gonna take the hook. And now they can claim, even if the clubs don't break, the spades are set up. So push board, we do see the lead currently sitting just over 11 imps.